today. From Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, it's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Atlanta Falcons taking on the Green Bay Packers.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Atlanta Falcons. Along with Charles Davis. And Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they enter play. They come in off a loss last time out, but still in the midst of a great season, winners of 8 of their last 10. Meanwhile, for the visiting Packers, they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
And he comes to the end of the season leading the NFL in passing yards. And that's not necessarily something you set out to do at the beginning of the year, but it's a good illustration of how remarkable and consistent he's been all season.
From the gun on 3rd down. Rich, he finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now a first carry for their fullback. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Usually the big fella's a blocker, a lead back, but he gets the ball on first down. What a surprise for everyone. And as a former safety, if he breaks into the secondary and you see him coming, you just know that's a whole lot of man you've got to deal with now.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook that can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 16 carries, 58 yards.
Well, we know they've clinched a playoff spot, but there's plenty of football left to play. And I'm a proponent of continuing to do what you've done throughout the season, especially with teams that are heavy run teams. Because if you throttle back too early, you lose the rhythm of the run game, not just with the runner, but with the offensive line as well.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. On the give, this is their fullback. They stop short. Down at the 1. Had the great move, but couldn't get it all the way home. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Packers pick it up. He's got daylight. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
Extra point forthcoming. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded just outside the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Falcons offense making their way onto the field. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that #1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it, it's team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that #1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through, and I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play and play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs.
It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
On 3rd down, Rich. Hard throw, incomplete. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive, because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air, receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. The numbers for Davis last week, 19 carries, 58 yards.
They're coming off of back-to-back wins, and I think a lot of credit belongs to this guy right here because, to me, he's not only carried his weight, he's carried a few other guys along as well. He's helped draw defensive attention away from not just him, but open things up for his teammates, too. So if this winning streak is going to continue to have some legs to it, he has to remain effective and put together another nice game.
Davis, he'll try to run for it. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Strong start by this defense. 3rd and short, they go with a run. Stonewalled for no gain.
I played for a guy who always talked about setting tones and meeting force with force. That felt like it on that play, didn't it? And they met it in a big way and won. What a great job by the defense.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Falcons ready to take over. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rich, throw left side, complete. That's Jacobs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, Rich. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing again. Rich. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Rich got his man complete over the middle. That's Stanley. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They begin with a run by Davis. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a gain.
Here's Davis to run again on 2nd. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 3rd down, Davis. And he's going to have the 1st down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball and pick up the 1st down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. Throwing on 1st down. Sullivan over the middle, complete. That's Curry. And now we'll will get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field.
But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Second down and 7.
Up the middle to Davis.
And he'll get about 3 up past the 25.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Defensively, they were all over that. When he decided to keep it, there were a lot of eyes just darted on him.
I wonder if he followed the progressions properly there. I think maybe he really wanted to run with the football. Turned out not to be the correct decision.
On now is the Packers punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. It's taken to the 26.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And they will take over 1st and 10.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
He hits Jacobs here on the crossing route. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
On 1st down, Rich over the middle here to Wilson.
He's got room at the 30.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
For 30 more yards and another 1st down.
And as you saw right there, this is a guy with pretty good speed for a tight end. Nice job there, catching the short throw and turning it upfield. He can also be a weapon downfield as well.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Looking to throw. Rich. Steps away to his left. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
To throw on 2nd down. Rich firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And the Falcons are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Back to throw. Rich. And he's got it. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. It's the fullback
with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from drawing level.
And, boy, that was a heavy set. I think they had 3 tight ends out there. The fullback, you knew what they were going to do.
Yeah, they weren't trying to fool anybody at all, were they? There was none of this show you heavy set, bootleg it out. Nah. Big guys up front, hand it to the big guy in the backfield.
Now for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So the drive there took 6 plays, and the Falcons score to cap it off. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll run it again here with Davis. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. 7-7, our score after 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Sullivan. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Coleman. Off the play fake. Sullivan. He's going to let this one go deep.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
To throw on third down. Sullivan. This one complete to Coleman. That he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
On now is the Packers punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
Atlanta regains possession of the football. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun. Rich. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, Rich. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson.
The Falcons are 12-2 now on the year. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
Back to throw. Rich. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
And that's one of those where it feels like backyard football in a sense. You say forget about the route. Just run to the open spot in the middle of the field, and I'll find you. Good throw, good concentration on the catch, and they pick up the first down.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Off play action. Rich. He finds his man. Complete. It's Jacobs. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Falcons have taken the lead.
And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So this drive spans 7 plays. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Now the Packers get set to go. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
A good run there off right tackle. In an old-school NFL football, the right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Sullivan. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And the Falcons are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Well, the Falcons back out, getting set for this next drive.
Now, their last 2 drives, both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap, allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
That big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Throwing on 1st down. Rich.
Same target. It's Jacobs again.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 2nd down. Give him now 1,062 catches in his career. And I'm looking at the list here. That ties him with Andre Johnson.
And I wonder if he ever wrote Andre Johnson's name down and that number and said, that's where I'm trying to go. That's what I'm trying to get to. If so, congratulate yourself. You are there. That means you rank amongst the best that have ever done it.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
3rd and 1, who are you going to call? Not the scat back. You go with the big man. Hand him the ball and let him get upfield and pick up a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Ratliff, and nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and they're going to move it down inside the 25. First down, Rich, and that one's going to be off target and incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Rich looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Stanley, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I think they tried to fool him on that one. You know, being able to throw the ball to the fullback position. No one was fooled on that play.
No, lost yardage. You think they should yank that one from the playbook, at least for the time being?
I think what you do is you take it out and you evaluate it next week in practice.
On 3rd down, Rich. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. Touchdown, Falcons! A great play there. 26 yards. And the Falcons have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the Falcons score to cap it off.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Looking to throw. Sullivan.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Back to throw. Sullivan. He finds his man, complete. That's Sherman. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stopped it well short.
On now is the Packers punter as he's on to kick it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Atlanta now coming out on the field.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Looking to throw on second down. Rich, he finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. Up the middle they go. Ratliff. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Ratliff on a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
On 1st and 10, Rich, quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this to the 35, good for a gain of 5. Second and 5. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jacobs. And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down. Operating from the gun. Rich.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rich. Caught by Wilson.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Well, that was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. To throw on 3rd down. Rich. And a completion to Wilson. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead. And part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. With his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Falcons take a 3-touchdown lead. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They use their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
Extra point attempt here still to come. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
The Packers ready to take over offensively.
They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Sullivan, he finds his man, complete. That's Curry. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing on first down. Sullivan into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
But the Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. Throwing to start the drive. Rich. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. To throw on second down. Rich. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. I got.
Looking to throw. Rich over the middle, complete. That's Jacobs.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, they either are or will be Hall of Famers.
Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On second down now. Ratliff. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. On 3rd down. Rich. And that is incomplete. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 39. And this will kick off the crossbar and skip over. It's good. He didn't get that one cleanly at all, but he still gets it to go. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. Some critical games going on as teams fight for those final playoff berths. Let's get you around the NFL here in a busy Week 16. We'll begin at Bank of America Stadium. Cincinnati in town to take on Carolina. And the Panthers are out in front as they play the second quarter. The Panthers seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. From there, it's up to Highmark Stadium to check in on the Bills. And they trail the visiting Lions in that one. The Lions looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. And you can see they trail in that matchup against the Tampa Bay Bucks. The Bucks seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Meanwhile, our game has been a boat race. Very one-sided to this point. And for the call of the second half, let's get it back to our commentating team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Now come the Packers for their next drive as we take a look at the playoff race in the NFC coming into the weekend. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. From the gun on 3rd down, Sullivan.
And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
On now is the Packers punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt.
And it will be Falcon football.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Back to throw. Rich got his man complete over the middle. It's Ferguson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Operating from the gun. Rich dancing to his left. But I think the ball's out, and the Packers pick it up. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
They'll try to get the run game going. Here's Davis. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down.
70 yards on the ground for him so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Again, it's Davis.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. 3-4 defense, and that O-line really dominated the D-line on that play.
And think of it this way. With a 3-4, you have a natural bubble over each guard because those guys don't have defenders over them. Oftentimes, if you want to run up the middle, they can get upfield and get on the linebackers right now, and that gives the running back a heck of a chance to get into the secondary.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons 16. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Peoples. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Sullivan over the middle, complete. That's Curry. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. Now a give right side. Peoples. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is indeed good. And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. Well, certainly happy they were able to force the fumble, Charles, but wish they would have gotten in the end zone, only getting 3 points there and still facing this second-half deficit.
And they also will understand it's going to be a whole lot tougher to force another turnover the rest of the game because that offense, they're going to be all about ball security from here on out.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive, a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. To throw on 3rd down. Rich. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. This is taken at about the 14. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Packers offense set to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll keep it on the ground. Peoples. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Up the middle they go. Peoples. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st. They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. On 2nd down, Peoples. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Peoples, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. On 2nd down now. Peoples, and pretty good running as he'll be close to a 1st down at the Falcons 31. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Up the middle they go. Peoples, and he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29. So they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a 1st here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Sullivan. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Sherman. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one as a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Rich. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. Back to throw. Rich. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jacobs. To throw on 2nd down. Rich firing quickly here, and that's complete. begins here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.